Hey there, so in today's episode of Go to Article Complete, we are beginning with this month's theme of Star Trek characters. Let me check, is Captain Kirk. Could have done James T. Kirk, could have done just Kirk, could have done James Kirk, but I'm going with is Captain Kirk, logically. So, let us begin, as always, with the letter A. Is Captain Kirk a womanizer? That is a commonly accepted, what's the word I'm looking for? Characterization of Captain Kirk. Though maybe not as much as Will Riker actually is. Just Captain Kirk's more over the top with it. Okay, let's move on to B. Is Captain Kirk Batman? Because it's so hilarious. No, Captain Kirk is not Batman. He's Captain Kirk. That is so hilarious. Let's go on to C. Nope, not a correct question. Okay, is Captain Kirk dead? Yes and no. I mean it. Yes and no. Man, he's died at least twice in 2 different timelines. He died at the beginning of Star Trek Generations in the Prime timeline, then somewhat died, but within the next, then he finally died after that. But in the alternate reality, he died with the resurrection of Khan's blood, which I think is personally a very interesting choice of plot development. They could have done it a little better. They were mirroring what happened in Wrath of Khan a little bit, but instead of Spock, it was Kirk. So how they brought Spock back made much more sense than how they brought Kirk back in Star Trek Into Darkness. So yeah, Captain Kirk is dead, but not. Let's move on to E. Is Captain Kirk engaged? I don't think he might have been engaged early on in the Prime timeline. I feel like they might have alluded to it. I honestly don't recall that for sure, but let's move on to the letter F. Now a correct question, so we're going to G. As for the first one, let's see that. Well, it depends on if you want to do the modern definition, then no. But if you want to do the old style definition, i.e. before it meant what it means now, so the meaning, Civil War eras when it meant, kind of jolly, happy, that kind of thing. Nowadays, we would say no, but in the 1860s, they probably would say maybe. But today, because I know what people are intending, no. He's as relates to letter A, he's a womanizer. H. Nope, not a correct question. Not a correct question. J. Is Captain Kirk. None of these actually really work for questions. If you take noise off of jolly, then that would work as a question, but none of these others work very well. So let's move on to K. Is Captain Kirk Cook? Is Captain Kirk Cook? That's just so funny though. That is funny. Is he Cook? Is Cook? Let's move on to L. Not a correct question. So M. Not a correct question. N. Again, not a correct question. O. When I put a space in it, goes, is Captain Kirk old? He can be old. Roland Shatner is old. The person who's playing Kirk in the Kelvin timeline or reboot timeline, whatever you want to call it, is not old. But Kirk is old does get old on screen. So yes and no for him being old. So move on to the letter P. Is Captain Kirk. And then these are quite correct questions. So I'll move on to Q. Again, these are just asking quotes, but they're not a good question. So let's move on to R. Is Captain Kirk really dead? No, because they brought him back. they brought him back, so he's not really dead. He's just dead, but not really. So S. Is Captain Kirk still alive? Yes, he is, in the Kelvin timeline, not the Prime original timeline. Okay, now a quick question. Is Captain Kirk U.S. Navy? No, he is UFP Starfleet. I know, they both use USS to classify their ships. Personally, I think, instead, this is off topic, but instead of USS, the Federation should do FSS for Federation Starship, instead of USS for United Starship, which is, I'm presuming, what it stands for, which does well because it's United Federation of Planets. But put the F so it's not associated with one of the largest superpowers in world history. V is Captain Kirk Vine. He's not a vine, so no, he's not Vine. W. Not a correct question, so X is Captain Kirk's X-reader, whatever that means. Y. Nope. And lastly, the letter Z. Or Z for us Americans. Z for you non-Americans. I prefer Z in a way to Z. I don't know why. Especially when talking about the RZ A-Wing Starfighter in Star Wars. RZ sounds much better than RZ. But that's Star Wars. This is Star Trek I'm talking about. So, is Captain Kirk, let's go with somewhat. Whatever that means. Or is Captain Kirk zone? None of these actually make sense. So, there you have it. Is Captain Kirk good or autocomplete? So join me next week where we'll be doing another Star Trek character. You can leave suggestions in the comments down below for this week and future weeks and even future months. Because since I do a different theme each month, you can leave suggestions for other month themes. Previous themes have been Star Wars or Star Trek technology. Those were 2 separate months. Last month was Star Wars characters. This month is Star Trek characters. The Star Wars characters and Star Trek characters, I will probably do those about once or twice a year. So probably once, each of them probably kind of midway through the first half and midway through the second half of the month. I mean the year, because there's a lot of characters out there. But always leave in the comments below for this video and future videos. You can suggest other themes you want me to do. Try to keep them Star Wars or Star Trek related, but they don't necessarily have to be. And also you can leave individual ones. You can do something totally, you can put down like, let's go with, is Spock. You can put that down as a suggestion. You could also put down something like, is Lightning McQueen, if you wanted to see me do some Disney Pixar stuff, which I wouldn't object to. You just have to ask me. And you can put down really anything if you want. And if I think it's going to be appropriate, I'll go ahead and do it at some point. Because since, if I may occasionally throw in a month where it's an unthemed month, especially if I get a lot of your suggestions that don't necessarily fit into a theme per se. So yeah, so thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please like the video of course, and subscribe for future Gulachically content along with future Star Trek content and Star Wars content as well, since I love both franchises. Let's see, I think that's it I need to say. Besides, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. Live long and prosper. Or is this hand? I'm never sure which hand actually to do with it.